Hello, everyone. Welcome. Erica VB here, certified evidential medium practitioner, intuitive card reader, oracle card reader, and trained animal communicator. So as discussed last week in a video that was posted, I wanted to start a spiritual Q&A. This is a very basic, general discussion of all things spiritual, spirituality, etc. So today I thought I would start with the difference between spirituality and religion. A lot of people believe that spirituality and religion are one and the same, and they actually are not. Are companions of one another, if you will, but they are definitely not the same thing. So, what is spirituality? Spirituality is the universal aspect of humanity that transcends the boundaries of culture, religion, and individual belief systems. Spirituality is about the way we question, seek, and ultimately define our relationship with existence itself. Questions like, why am I here? What is my purpose, etc. Spirituality allows us to explore the intangible and find meaning in the tangible. It is the thread that weaves together the complexities of life, connecting us not only to ourselves, but also to others, to nature, and for many, something higher or sacred. My belief system is that all humans are inherently spiritual, even an atheist, as they had to come to the idea that there is no divine power, universal source, white light, God, etc., through questioning their existence. And then they took the information they found in their exploration and applied it to their tangible existence, their human reality. So that's sort of in a nutshell what spirituality is. Um, so now that we have an idea of what spirituality is, what is religion? So religion in its most basic form is the connection to our souls and source. It helps us to navigate concepts that can be elusive or mysterious and fearful or scary at times. When you think about things you can't see or something new you're being confronted with, we tend to get a little fearful and scary of those things. They're not tangible, right? We can't see them, we can't feel them, and so we get fearful of it. Um, Religion is based on cultural, society, and personal references and allows us humans to experience spirituality in a way that is comfortable, embracing, and tangible. Again, if we can't see it, we are usually afraid of it. So we need that tangible aspect, and that is what religion affords us, right? Um, because religion is a man-made concept, though, it does have errors and flaws when we try to absorb and incorporate the words and teachings of what I call the ascended masters, such as Jesus Christ, Gandhi, and Buddha, etc., into our existence, right? So essentially, religions are a way to help us humans connect with our souls, which are always and forever living in and with source, God, divine light, etc., however the idea unfolds for you. Didn't forget about you guys. If you're an atheist, then it's what connects you to you. There are a plethora of religions to study from and receive guidance from. For example, Islamic, Confucianism, atheist, Taoism, paganism, Wicca, Satanism, spiritualism, Judaism, Christianity, Buddhist, and some will even say that Buddhism is not a religion as much as it is a way of life. So there is that argument there that we have to put out there. And that's not even all of the religions that you can receive guidance from. None of them are absolute in their teachings or truths, but they can all help guide you back to your connection with your with source and your soul. I do want to put in just a little lesson on what my interpretation of soul is. So all living things, in my opinion, have a soul. And soul and spirit are interchangeable words for me. Um, so when I think about soul or spirit, I think of it in terms of energy. Okay. Uh, most of us can understand that our spiritual existence is something intangible. We don't see our soul, we don't see our spirit, right? Um, of course, some of us are mediums and we practice enhancing our abilities to communicate with spirit who have crossed over, and our psychic abilities to tap into energy of the living, right? So there is that sort of side note there that I have to put in. But for most of us, our spiritual existence is something intangible. We can't see it, we can't touch it, we can't smell it, we can't hear it. Um, in essence, in our physical world, our spirit or soul lacks the tangible markers that make something real to our human mind. Energy is something we know exists. We can use it for our lights, our stove, our electronics. We know energy exists because there's a satellite somewhere in space that's sending some signal to a Wi-Fi box in your house so that you can have the internet connection and click on a icon and ta-da, you're now connected to across the globe, right? So we know that energy exists even though we can't see it, right? Um, it is an intangible existence with a tangible fruition. And that is how I see our soul. It is energy that is connected to and has formed into the tangible existence we can see, hear, smell, and know, the human body. So our human body is the tangible fruition of our spirit slash soul. Okay. So I just want to put that in there so that everybody understands how I see the soul and the spirit. Um, in this first video, because it's a concept that will carry through in the videos going forward. So that's pretty much it. Spirituality is the aspect of humanity that refers to the way individuals seek and experience their meaning and purpose, the way they experience their connections to self, to others, to nature, and something higher or sacred. It is a profound and universal aspect of humanity that transcends the boundaries of culture, religion, and individual belief systems. Um, and listen, religion is in there as a boundary because we can box ourselves into the ideologies of what we believe that religion is teaching us. And we sort of hinge our growth, then our spiritual growth, if we don't allow ourselves to also see outside those boundaries, outside that box. And so spirituality is the expansion, if you will, of these ideologies and incorporating them in such a way that we can help humanity and come to the table with compassion and grace for others. So religion is the pathway that helps us discover our spirituality and connect the intangible to the tangible. In our human experience, we need that tangible ideologies and practices that religion afford us. They bring us the comfort and value in this sometimes chaotic and misunderstood human existence. And because religion is integrated into cultures and society's moral compass, it allows us to experience connection to our human companions. But like I just said, it can also divert that connection due to us being human, right? So that's pretty much it. That's the difference between spirituality and religion. So if you enjoyed this brief exploration of spirituality versus religion with that little tidbit about energy, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Join my email list at ericasfrequency@gmail.com for upcoming releases and topics. I am known as Erica VB and or Erica's Frequency on my social media channels. You'll see this mug as part of the profile, so you know you are in the right spot. And speaking of topics, the next topic I'd like to explore or dab into are Things that are considered spiritual practices. So things such as rituals, prayer, meditation, connecting with nature, chanting, etc. If you have a topic that you would like to have explored, please send me an email or drop me a line in one of the social media pages. I am looking forward to hearing any questions you may have, which will be, the answers will be incorporated into the first 1 or 2 minutes of the next video before we dive into the next topic. So I would love to leave you all with a philosopher, Pierre Chardin's expression that I find helpful in my journey. And it reminds me that we aren't humans having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Um, so on that note, I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon.